This tool we are calling Skill Sets for Agents and Targets is a tool that was developed by a person called Leticia Nieto. She's a Mexican activist, educator, psychologist. And this is a tool that I like a lot because it's a tool that helps us to move beyond shame and guilt and blame that might come up when we talk about the issues of oppression related to social privilege. So it's a tool that focuses on privileges that are related to systems of oppression. So when I say systems of oppression, what I mean is the system of racism, the system of colonialism, patriarchy, ableism, and so on. Under those systems of oppression, we are socialized, assigned different roles. We are divided into different groups. Leticia Nieto talks about those groups as groups of agents and targets. Those two groups are created artificially, but they live in different realities. So for example, in the system of oppression of patriarchy, we are divided into the group of women, trans people, non-binary people, intersex people, and cis men. And cis men, under the stream of patriarchy, are the group that are the agents. They have agency under that system of oppression. They are granted more privileges, while the other group is the target of oppression who doesn't have the same agency. Obviously, the systems of oppression are interlocking, are influencing each other, but for the sake of using the model, we divide the systems of oppression just to be able to reflect more on those specific privileges. Leticia Nieto talks about skill sets that we develop as certain skill sets along our life, along like access to different spaces, knowledge we have. We start with a skill set that we are socialized into as agents or targets. We're going to zoom in into this model. Leticia Nieto talks about streams of oppression, helps us to understand what kind of skills we need to develop. She calls those groups targets and agents of oppression. Agents would be people who are cis, and targets would be people who are trans. She claims that we all have that experience of being targets. Those streams of oppression intersect.
Men, then it's white, and then it's also cis.
Marriage.
Some church, mass, etc.
I want to hear more. What other systems of oppression do we have? Racism. Biopolitics, say more.
Women are not paid attention to when they say they are feeling pain.
So we're gonna dive into that. It's individual thinking. We will be divided into different groups according to those systems of oppression. I need to take details of the story to other people. If you in your life generally experience a lot of privilege, please join one of those two people. Please join this. One more person there will join. All of the other people you are supporting. So your role is to be curious, and then we're gonna see how we go. Okay?
So this is a
show up as assets. It is a skill set. Support, what else? We're gonna reverse into using the skill set of inclusion or distancing. Remorse. And I can do better. And when we talk about the target skill sets, the kind of default two ways in which we can do survival. I act like a cis man.
Wait, as a survivor?
What comes to mind when you see that?
Predictory intent and company.
Problems, protecting ourselves. We are starting to perceive, it's called the skill set of empowerment.
You feel exhausted, but maybe you don't recognize it.
giving value
giving value to yourself.
to
Yeah.
yourself.
We simplify. Group members, our target group members, and that's it. So be long-term things. So what is a long-term project here? Maybe actually, as maybe half an hour, let's say half an hour.